I've always said in my military career, I said, you know, children are our future, and there's something I got to do. And I remember General Colin Powell stating at one time that during our retirement outbriefing ceremony, he stated, to all you people who are retiring now, go back to your communities, do something positive to serve an impact, and work with our young people, because it's our young people that are going to make this nation as great as it's supposed to be today.
Okay, pay attention. You're gonna dribble. Listen, pay attention. All right. All right. All right. All right. My name is Charles Adams III. Police officer with the Minneapolis Police Department. Currently assigned to the juvenile SRO unit. SRO stands for School Resource Officer. In the past has been known as a School Liaison Officer. PAL stands for Police Activities League. One of the purposes of PAL was to get kids involved in sports and activities. Their motto is cops coaching kids.
We do a lot of good things for these kids, positive things. We try to instill good sportsmanship, team activity, and also a part of conditioning for their bodies, to get their bodies in shape and stuff. A lot of the kids know me from being in the schools all year long, so it was a golden opportunity for me to work with this program.
We always have that physical training session, so we start that off in the morning where the kids are able to do, the calisthenics, stretch out, and they warm up. Agent Behrman, one of my partners that I have working here, who also works in the schools with us, he's a Army sergeant, so he knows, he gives them the paramilitary and how to stand in their formation and stuff like that, and I think it's amazing. He's really good at that.
We got 3 squads, 1, first squad, second squad, third squad.
I'm very structured because I spent 24 years in the United States Army in my military background. I think that's part of my demeanor, you might say. And I'm a very structured person and mission-orientated, so.
He gets them the structure in the morning. Then we also go to, organize sport activity for, about an hour and a half. But then we have water breaks, and that gives them the instruction that we do. Then we also have a team building session where, we're doing something all together. Usually it's some type of relay or some type of competition to get everybody going. And we also encourage, we encourage a lot of encouragement. Sometimes we got kids. The program runs from ages, 5 and up. And in this program, the youngest is usually between 6 or 7. It's a privilege to go swimming. It's not about you guys going swimming and doing what you want. So the only thing I ask for you is to encourage some of these younger kids, and some of the younger kids encourage some of the older kids, and be a good teammate. Every Wednesday, we do a bit called Water Wednesday. So we would take the kids to Jim Lupian Water Park every Wednesday, and just let them get the aquatics portion of it. A lot of it is running and playing in the water, but it still kind of fills in that void of the aquatic portion. A lot of kids are so obsessed with only want to play basketball, so sometimes that's why we try to incorporate the volleyball, the soccer, softball, frisbee, just different things instead of just every kid want to pick up a basketball and shoot hoops. We give them nutrition classes on how to eat.
The Minneapolis nutrition department has, and also the superintendent's office, has required that all children will be fed under the age of 18 in the city of Minneapolis, where lunches will be served. Our kids are always fed. It's important that they get a healthy meal throughout the day. And in a lot of cases, in some cases, this could be probably one of the best meals they could have for lunch.
We also give them classes on bullying and just how to be respectful in the community. And it also gives the parents in Minneapolis something for their kids to do with not a costly price.
They probably weren't here. They probably would be at home on the computer games and things of that nature. We don't allow any computer games or anything like that, or computing playing while they're here. It's all well structured, organized, and we have a daily plan of activity in which they have to get involved with. Children who have been here, who couldn't take direction, nor be able to take rules and abide by regulations and stuff like that. They know just what they do. They know what the consequences are for their behavior.
Line up here, give Nicole Muhammad. We put the balls in here. We gotta line up. Make sure you gear out your stuff so we can line up and go and eat lunch. Wait, stop. Everybody stop. Please tell me in what I just said, did anybody remember me saying, take the volleyballs, dribble it, and shoot hoops with it? On your stomachs, let's go.
You know, when we're talking, you got to pay attention. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to get tired or you're going to get worn out by doing push-ups.
When the older kids don't pay attention, I'll just make all the older kids do push-ups. Because for some reason, the young kids don't want to pay attention and listen. Up!
They start to listen quick when they realize they got to keep doing push-ups.
Up. We doing push-ups, not butt-ups. Down.
There's always the thought of like being intimidated by the police officers. So here, the officers, they don't wear the uniform. They work with the kids. So it brings a bond closer. So that kind of, you know, close the gap between like the perception of the police officer and the people in the community. And also, to work well with the community, you need to work with the kids. So that's the most important thing.
Once you get to know them, like if you don't know them and you first see them, then you have that feeling of is they gonna be mean or is they gonna be nice. But once you get to know them, they're great.
You know, some kids, you know, are leery about the police officer situation, but then you got kids that, I mean, they don't even know you're a police officer, and that's great. When you can interact with kids on a social level and they're comfortable with you and they look beyond what you do, that's wonderful. You got to let them know, you know, that you have someone to talk to, somebody to come to if there are problems, and just help them, you know, progress within their life. It's important, and a lot of the kids don't trust, you know, other authority figures, other adults, just because of what they've lived in their household. We try to get rid of that by just keeping them comfortable with us as people and beyond the part of us being police officers and what we might do and stuff like that.
Officer Adam is one of the coaches that I see during my time here so far. He works well with the kids, and I can really see that there's a strong bond between them. And so, like, if I want to work with kids one day, I hope to be someone like him who have a lot of influence on the kids.
My whole thing is, it's not about me. It's not about what I can do. It's not about what I did. It's not what I'm gonna do. It's about keeping the kids in the community active, because, you know, I'm not gonna be young, and I wanna build these kids in the society to help take care of us when we get older. And just be respectful, you know, and just do some of the things that my parents taught me. I can be a tough guy, but also, you know, I'm fun and I'm outgoing. And I love the kids. All I do is what the kids do.
And what we can do today to help make it better for them in the long run and instill what responsibility is all about, what loyalty is all about, how to be a better citizen in the community, how to take and interact with one another. I think it's very important for kids to be successful in their long careers, whatever they plan to do in the future.
PAL is the reason why this community can be strong and be respectful and be structured. We have, for the last decade, the North Minneapolis area and the population has been frowned upon just because of activity. This program gives structure to kids in the community and also builds a positive relationship with kids and police officer officials in the neighborhood. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to walk in your neighborhood as a police officer and have no worries, because you know all these kids, you know the parents, you know the grandparents, aunts, uncles, nieces, you know everybody in your community, because they respect you for what you do, not only as an officer, but what programs you provide and what assistance you provide for the people in the community. This is what helps these kids, because the kids will be our future.